Good afternoon, everyone. Country Flyboy here, and we are in American Truck Simulator. That's right. ATS is released, and I have got it. Got it on launch day, of course. And I'm so happy to be in American Truck Simulator. I like Euro Truck Sim, but I did not know the roads all that well. And I mean, come on. There's nothing better than driving in your own country. Alright, so we are in this Peterbilt, and we're going to take some home accessories from our base here in LA to, where are we going? Fresno. So let's go ahead and get the truck started up. Alright, we're in a Peterbilt today. I'm going to shift it into second. Get rid of the parking brake. Oh, parking brake wasn't engaged. Alright, turn the flashers on. Go ahead and get out of here. Nothing to our right, so we can go ahead and turn this. We're doing a small trailer today. And we're just going to talk a little bit as we do our run up to Fresno. I don't think it'll take too terribly long. Alright, we're hanging a left. We got to yield. There's traffic coming that way and then coming that way. So, the press copies for this game went out the Friday before release. And I've already seen some problems that I know I'm not going to like with this game. And that is, there are cops everywhere, it seems. It really does seem like the cops are just out to get you in this game. Every car, like when I watched videos, it's like every car people passed was a cop. So we'll have to watch our speed. I heard mods are already coming out for American Truck Simulator, but I'm definitely going to have to be looking for a mod that gets rid of these cops, or at least reduces the frequency of them. We got some traffic coming this way. I don't think we're going to be making a right anytime soon. Unfortunately, there are some bad things with this game, in addition to the fact that there are cops all over the place. And that is... Oh, I just had it in my head. Now I've lost it. Oh, there are only two trucks. There's a Peterbilt and a Kenworth. Now, that was due to licensing, I'm sure. So, unfortunately, yeah, only two trucks, but it will. I've heard there's already mods coming out. I'm sure it will not take them long to get more trucks in there, and I will definitely be looking into getting my the one mod I made for Euro Truck Simulator, the Idlemaster trailer, up and running in American Truck Simulator. I'll see what is necessary to get that done. Left here, we'll go ahead and pull out and wait on this guy. Now this is the very first run. I have done nothing with this game. I did the intro tutorial run to get my controls set up and make sure everything was working. Other than that, I have not touched a darn thing in this game. 6th gear. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, by the way. I've got it set up with the sequential transmission, so I can just shift up and shift down. The Jake brake real quick because we were speeding. Oh man, the Jake brake sounds really beefy on this truck. I like it. But it is so nice to be here in American Truck Simulator with American road system, American signage. I know what I'm doing now. Yay! I actually know how to drive. And it seems the urban sprawl is a lot bigger. By this time in Euro Truck Sim, we'd already be out on the interstate. Now, we're on the interstate now, but we're still definitely in the city, and you can tell. So it looks like they actually did model the urban sprawl a bit. I'm going to try to use the road signs more than the... Okay, so this lane should not... Okay, thank God. That was such an annoying thing in Euro Truck Sim, how they had the lane sphere off. I don't know if that's how they really are in Europe, but damn, that's a horrible design. Alright, no one's coming, so we can go ahead and get over. Now, I can already tell this is going to tick me off. They didn't do any extra work on these interstates assigned. Like, these curved circle lanes here, these turns, these should be banked so you can take them easier. You ain't got to slow down to 20 miles an hour to take the turn. Alright, we'll be cruising on the motorway. Which one are we on now? I didn't even read the sign. Oh, there's another one coming up. Just double check. We are heading to Fresno is where we are going. Let's shift it up to the 9th. Oakland, San Francisco to the north. So we're on I-5 to the north. The 10th. Get us some better gas mileage. We'll start going downhill here in a second so we can pick up speed. I'll put it on cruise control at 55 because I don't want a speeding ticket. I've already seen the YouTubers who've been playing this game. Alright, we're cruising at 55 now. They've been getting pulled over like every 5 seconds. Not actually pulled over, but a cop has given them a ticket every 5 seconds, it seems. And they gave us, the game released with both California and Nevada. And that's nice. And you guys who played Euro Truck Sim are gonna, if you have no idea how big the United States actually is, to put it in perspective for the Euros, California alone is almost twice the size of the UK. So, yeah, the time a helicopter just flew over us in the game. That was awesome. So that'll give you a bit of a size perspective there. So at the moment, it's only California and Nevada. They're probably going to release Arizona next, and they're going to give Arizona out free of charge for everyone who bought American Truck Simulator. So you're essentially getting 3 of the biggest states in the continuous 48 for just buying the game. The game ain't but $20. That's a hell of a deal, if you ask me. Now, as far as gameplay, it's Euro Truck Simulator, and I don't mean that in an insulting way. I actually applaud SCS for doing what they have been doing with the Truck Sim series. Most of the time when you get a sequel to a game, you want new functionality, but in the case of a simulator, not really so much. It's a good thing that it's basically the same. What I'm applauding them for is they have said numerous occasions that everything they bring into American Crop Duster Alright, we got a wait station coming up. Is this a wait station? Yep. Okay, so they did model wait stations. Nice. Alright, so cruise control's off. I'm just going to let it coast in. Ah, agricultural law enforcement. My dad worked in ag law enforcement, state of Florida. Should be some police cars sitting here, but I don't see any. Wait station service. Thank you for your cooperation. Have a safe journey. Let's see, what they do here is weigh the truck to make sure you're not overweight. How come he got to drive past? That truck up there didn't stop. Okay, so I guess they still need to work on the AI a bit. But they weigh your truck to make sure you're not overloaded. Oh, you freaking RV. You could have let me in. They weigh you to make sure you're not overloaded. They also check your manifests and whatnot. My dad worked there for years, state of Florida, ag law enforcement. He worked at the weight station. He worked at two. He worked at one on Highway 121, I believe was the name of the road, which was a small 2-lane highway in the middle of the boondocks. Really, really slow. And he also worked at one on, actually on US 1. That was a much busier one. US 1 being a 4-lane highway that parallels I-95. Go ahead and shift up to 9th. 55. Fresno in 1/4 mile. Alright, cruise control on. We'll shift up to 10th to get better mileage. Alright, that exit goes to Fresno, but we're not taking that one. I guess we're going to be taking the next one. Nope, we still got some ways to go up here. Where did I say we were going? We're heading to Fresno. Must be further up. That must have been just a side road to get up. It will take you to Fresno, but it doesn't actually mean Fresno is close by. Yeah, he worked ag law enforcement, and there's a cop right there. I'm going to tap the brakes real quick just to make sure I'm not speeding. So it's just a hair over 55. Shooting radar, he is. I hit the wrong button. I meant to put cruise control back on, and I accidentally shift up. Yeah, he worked ag law enforcement back when they were blueberry tops. Back when the cars were solid white and they had a single blue beacon light on the top. They were Caprices, if I remember correctly. They were the old cars. Chevy Caprice. And we'll tap the brakes, take it off cruise, and just let it coast. Downshift into 9th. We're going to have to come to a stop up here. Put it in, go ahead and drop it down to 6th. On the back seat of a Greyhound bus. 4th. Got one guy coming, and then we can go. Unlike with Euro Truck Sim, I'm probably going to put a mod in this game that actually adds real logos to vehicles and whatnot. I didn't do that with Euro Truck Sim because I didn't care, but I might do it with this one just to add to the immersion factor. 4th, not 3rd. I don't see anyone coming. Bit of a blind corner here. I am going to thoroughly enjoy this game, I can already tell. I just got to wait for someone to mod my my Peterbilt 389 back in here. And hopefully they'll fix that bug where the GPS on the dashboard only works if the beacon light's on. Though it really wouldn't matter here because I understand how the road system works, so I can actually get there with the road signs. As much as I like GPS, there is nothing beating just knowing how to get where you're going just from the signs alone. Good old road trip. Can't wait to get leveled up in this game and actually start getting some long distance routes. And can't wait for Arizona. Once we get Arizona, I mean, those, like I said, those are the 3 biggest states in the union, really. 3 of the biggest ones. Cali, Arizona, and Nevada. And yeah, we'll actually start getting some real road trip feel right off the bat. Euro Truck Sim, once you got on the highway, you went to that zen-like state of just cruising down the motorway. But as of right now, you don't really have that feeling unless you're doing a longer distance drive, which you're not going to do as you're starting out. Down the 4th. Oh, it looks like this is the first time I've seen an AI make a right on red, too, so I'm going to have to change lanes after this intersection, and I do not have a lot of room to do it. Okay, luckily there's no cars. What the? Where'd that cop come from? There was one complaint about this game that I want to add, is that, and it's probably due to the fact that Arizona's not modeled yet, but that'll be that state right there. It seems like the road system could have been better done. Like, look at all these roads that just come to an abrupt halt. Okay, case in point, I'm pretty sure that I-10 goes further into Los Angeles than just past I-15. I really think you could have pushed that in and modeled the inner city bits a little bit more, or at least connected up some of these side roads here, because they dead end way too much. Maybe they'll work on that as they add states, connecting these roads up, or maybe someone will mod it, but it's just like this right here. And I'm pretty sure there is a highway that goes up the west side of Cali. It's a 2-lane road, if I remember correctly. And it goes inward a bit, but I know there is one. I think there is one. I might be wrong. So there's Fresno. Okay, so that road, that was way down here. So yeah, that would have took us to Fresno, but it would have took a lot longer to get there. Alright, now, it's also because we're on the west coast. There's these highways don't interchange as much, or they interchange a lot more and they zig and zag, but once we get on the east coast stuff, yeah, that'll be different because the roads like to parallel a lot more on the east coast. Turn. Welcome to Fresno, home of whatever it is that's in Fresno. Never been to California. I'd love to go. I'm the type of person who likes to travel, but unfortunately I don't have a lot of money or a job that allows me to travel. If I had my way, I would be, I wouldn't even have permanent residence. I'd just be traveling everywhere. I'd hit the countries on my list. Japan, several places in Europe, Australia, even a few Middle Eastern countries I'd like to visit. Alright, time to park it, and this is definitely a Walmart. Walbert. That's a Walmart if I ever saw one. Alright. So, I like the way they've done this. You can skip it from the very beginning if you're in a hurry and get no XP. You can do the play it safe parking where you just put it in an easy parking spot if you're not that good. Or you can do the where do you need it parking, which is putting it where the company wants you to park the trailer for them. That gives you more experience, but it oftentimes can lead you to a harder parking spot. And you get this little map that shows you exactly where they want you to put the trailer. They said they're going to be bringing all these features over to Euro Truck Sim, so I wouldn't surprise me if you, before too long, you see this in ETS. We're going to do where the company needs it today. Alright, we'll just turn our flashers on, drop it down into second, because we don't really need to be going anywhere fast. I'll put it in third, give it a little bit more. Mostly because I got tired of hearing the rev limiter scream. Alright, this doesn't look like too hard of a drop off, and we got a small trailer, so second. Alrighty, we'll just cock it a little bit here. And we'll just put it right on in. Probably going to have to do a pull-up at least once. These small trailers, especially these single axles, they get it really easy to get a... Yeah, we're going to have to pull it up some. Let's turn it in as much as we can. These small trailers are really easy to lose control of. Wow, we're going to have to do that several times. I didn't realize how off we were. You'll be happy to know they didn't get rid of this stupid pop-up. Would you like to auto-complete the parking? every 5 seconds. So if there's one carryover from Euro Truck Sim you liked, there it is. They want it right up against that back wall, don't they? Push it on the other way. I'd kinged him for a guy with some hand signals to tell me how far from that dock I am. Alright, we got it this time. We'll just pull it right on up. Second, I'll give it a slight turn to line it up exactly. Alright, put it in neutral and set the brake. And before we drop the trailer off, I'll go to an external view just to see. Not too bad. I mean, we're a little on the left, but whatever. That's close enough for government work. Home accessories delivered from LA to Fresno. We got a new achievement. Or we progressed on an achievement. We leveled up to level 1 newbie. If there's one thing I really wish they would have done, just let me carry over my stats from Euro Truck Sim. But whatever. They didn't, so I get just starting a new company. Alright, time to spend a skill point. I think I'm gonna put... Let's see. If I remember correctly, you get more money if you put skill points in long distance driving, or ADR. Let's go with long distance driving. Yes, I know. How much money do I have? Yes, I put Shahaya as my profile. That's because that's my World of Trucks profile picture. And, yeah, so it's overriding the one I set for this profile. Per truck, the Peterbilt 579. Where does it show how much money I got? $4 grand. Nowhere near enough to buy a truck. Let's see here. How much does a Peterbilt 579 cost? Holy son of a bitch! $100,000. $118,560. Whew. What custom options can we put on this? Unlock from level... Oh! Yeah, we're gonna have to level up to at least level 10 before we start buying stuff. Oh, I like that color. Yeah, looks like we gotta get up to at least level 10 before we can really get anything worth a damn. Well, that's fine. The fastest way to get money in Euro Truck Sim was to get your company up and running and actually get some employees. So if we work our way up to level 10, we should have enough money on the way to upgrade our company garage, just get some basic trucks for the employees to drive. I really don't care what they're cruising around in because they're digital and they don't even complain. Unless they had it that. Ooh, I doubt it. Oh, we got one email message. Probably people wanting to give us money. Certified retailer Peterbilt trucks. Oh, Trucker Bakersfield. Okay, well, we can't afford any of your shit anyway. Alrighty, so that was my first run in American Truck Simulator. I may make this a series. I enjoyed Euro Truck Sim, and I said I would make it a series, and I did record 2 videos of it. I just never got around to uploading them because they were decently big and boring. But I might actually make a series out of ATS because, one, I can talk a lot more. I know what I'm talking about with the US. I know the road system and whatnot. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and we will see you next time.